My beautiful and amazing people, hey, still on justice for Mohbad. Mohbad justice is never negotiable, it's a must. All secrets has finally been exposed inside this very update concerning Mohbad RIP. My people, make I no take much of una time, make una come, make we follow watch this one together. But before then, I still remember una humble girl case. I mean, they bring una latest ogbonge tori. If you never subscribe to this channel, wait till you gain. I beg subscribe. Click on notification bell so that they go notify you anytime we will drop tori like this. Guys, let's go there.
Now we now go to the estate of Mohbad's house. From the gate of the estate, come as a video law. From the gate of the estate, we will now tell him, drive to Perez. You want to see the distance. From the estate of Mohbad's house, drive from there to Perez. One way could is less than 5 minutes to get to Perez. So we will do it in the open year. We want to know how long it's going to take them to transport the human being from the vehicle from the gate of the estate to Perez.
Is that not where Wumi said that? They said, is that not where Wumi said they put? Sorry.
Let's just assume. Go through pain here. Should be the same pain as the treatment is talking about. That means he is in a critical condition.
Please, can you, fella, please mute, fella, mute, fella.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Can't get come on, only a woman who wants Johnny show. Or what you think cause the pain. Only what you require carefully a better tetanus. You get me?
Yeah.
Getting your go. Because I shall better alone that we were getting it. If the injection did not cause those oozing out of blood, that means the oozing out of blood has been persistent right after the left. After they left the show, and while they actually needed the nurse. So when the moment the nurse said, I am not even in Nigeria, the question is, if police get to hear that from them, that now, the nurse said she's not in Nigeria. You did not call another nurse. You did not make an option for another hospital. But okay, let's take him to the hospital. You had to wait for the same nurse. That it was after the same nurse arrived, then he lost his life. Was it that you ambushed the nurse or you called the nurse along the way to play a part and make it look like, come with this stuff, can you get it? Come and then and the nurse was nice, but it was unlikely. It was unlikely because somebody, while they fought, maybe Mohbad lost consciousness. And the process, somebody attacked him with an injection that would kill him. Somebody did. So, any other way, got more for you to have notice, to have Gumpa, Lujo, Makudi, yes. Tebania, or Uribu, other than Ele, or Musico, Tomalori, walk back Lara, Amakudi again. So, when it got to that stage, it was time to do that. So, if the CCTV can be recovered, we will see movement. Whoever went into that room, check it to me, look Batilara. So by the time of Batilara, they know that any moment from now, this guy might fight. So they need to ambush a nurse. Somebody must have been passing another information, but this is how you must go about it. And make sure when you're calling, because as it is, Mama, yeah.
Yes, please.
There was no fight with Prime Boy to require that emergency.
I know.
There was no fight at the show that require emergency on Mohbad.
I know.
So if there is any reason that they want to bring in the nurse, it's either the nurse was ambushed, or when they gave them the contact of the nurse, somebody called the nurse And, you know, we laid her, told her what she needs to do, and she must play this role perfectly, and there's a reward waiting for her. Thinking that Tabati shit,
Mr. Yemi, if we go back, we should just try to understand that these people didn't expect this thing to go this far. They didn't expect it, did not even come out. It was us on social media crying and trying to analyze that made the mom finally, you know, come out and say something. You know, so I just think it's possible that she was basically set up, like you're saying. You know, they basically told her, okay, take the fall, make it look like, you know, we're going to take this person to the hospital. But then we should always go back to the first narrative, because they had the ear infection and the hospital linked with that narrative as well. They had someone coming out saying
that was the first one that was sent.
Sorry, guys. So can I just say something, please?
You can move right here.
Okay, yeah, I think for me, all these things we are saying, I think they wrote the nurse for my own view, because I remember something happened like in Lagos when I was still in Lagos 4 years back, when somebody said they won't feel Bema can do you know that? Because I just want to point out something here, because if I didn't been prime boy truly often company, do you get my point? So that one is out of it. The prime boy yes, sir.
Someone knows your bed. Àpawọ́ yẹn ni ibi tó fi gun ni. Kọ́pọ̀ ogun ọjà ni pé àpawọ́ tẹ fi hàn wáyé. Show in your honesty. Ṣé òun níbi tí prime boy fi gbọ́ àbó ti wà lọ́wọ́ Mohbad tẹ́lẹ̀? Ibẹ̀ lè má ti gbọ́ àwọn ọmọdé kú sẹ́wọ̀n. Ọlọ́pàá ò sí ẹ̀wọ̀n ní pé àpá tó wà lọ́wọ́ Mohbad.
Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ẹ̀ mọ̀ ọkọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀. And if you know, they never allow that not to talk today. He must have bled completely. Not here. Oh my, you cooking us to the
Emma said, "Let's go away. I will not permit or low. I get a concept to war. She were intelligent enough. They should change them. They should bring in people that are more intelligent, people that are experts in this field. Which I will not. I get come away. I will not touch shame. What kiss here? What lobby? What is critical? What she whatever? Because Kuko Benibe, it is easy for the police to go back and ask those people. This wound, Tagbejade, was it existing before? Kuto the people had lost show. Someone has a pay to come any one of us has been known see. She should be arrested and should be charged as an accomplice to this murder.
Yes.
Because somebody confirmed no. That is because there is a video that everybody has confirmed that acquired to allow Mohbad. So that means there was no way to Mohbad to try to go love it. So if only what you read, market get to what to your support is okay at the address of primary local. So you want to play your way for
Obama Keje narrative did not come till later on. Originally it was a charm ring. A poisonous ring.
More understand the pain about the Doro homicide by a lot of people man speculate.
Yeah.
But from my own little experience with homicide, I'm going to tell you the simple thing. It's not usually this complicated. It's usually small things like this that will cause, like all these all these things that they are giving you people, and I understand, you know, the human nature to want to know, the need to know, curiosity. I'm telling you, I've seen reports of homicide, I've written one myself. It's usually something small. It's usually something very small. And to the point that AJ is suffering, Mr. Yomi,
Mark, it's on point seeing that is the scar to a lower Mohbad, but for real, our Mohbad wound in this other video.
Yeah, so it's right. They're trying to claim.
Video àti tó bá show fún Mohbad lẹ́lẹ̀ tó bá yẹ pọ́wọ́ ilé kan lẹ́wọ́ ẹni ìgbà kan bá ya fídíò ẹni ìdíkú.
I have to say yẹn. All manipulate the way yẹn. Let me show more of that.
That hand is not moving by itself. That hand is it looks like someone that's immobile. So and it could be the person is without vital signs. It could be anything. So you people are right. They should not come and be giving us sakamaje. Our people eating head start.
Let this man talk, please. Let this D1 go ahead, please. Go ahead, D1.
Our people eating head start. Head start starting in I want to watch people in some places that I would call higher places. Investigation. There are two components. You have interrogation, which is the actual act of talking to another person as a person of the law, and you have the investigative part, meaning you are taking things such as warrants, autopsy, all these things are all documents. These are the investigative portion of it. Then you now put the pieces to the puzzle, and that is how you solve a homicide. Àwọn people ọlọ́pàá yín ní Nigeria wọ́n kò ṣe interview lásán ni o. That means they went and they even said we spoke to the people. They spoke to maybe one or two people there. Those people gave the narrative and they came out right away and released a press conference. In my own opinion, they went to do interview. Please don't get it twisted. The moment they start to do investigation, these are two different things. The moment they start to do investigation,
choose your words wisely, please, because they are flagging this video. They said we are
the moment about the investigation, investigation in the sense that time like is this inconclusive? But if we're in tobacco of natural causes, autopsy, one a pie of heart attack, a pie of failure of one for any reason and this is natural causes. Let alone anything.
You don't have value for human life. So that necessitated that kind of shabby investigation for us.
I want to say interview. One call by 1 or 2, pata 3 or 5 people. One pairing photo share. One
they
appointed 13 men, right? What they don't.
Want to supplement, and this is where I knew that the Nigerian police were not trying to help us in the case. They sat on this so-called autopsy and blatantly came out and started lying to the citizen. It was not until one man called, and even when he called, the conversation went like this. You know, bitch, why would you just call me like that? Why you need to call me like that? You need to call me like that. Ìgbà tó wá rí pé àwọn ilé òun ṣe àwọn tó máa fi bójú mú ó rí pose rẹ̀ ó wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń sọ fún yín as citizen pé this is what we are. Give us another 6 months. Exactly. Or whatever month they were asking for at that time or weeks. They now add the effrontery by the way, let me land though. They have the effrontery to use another different country and lie as though we are not in the age of social media where information is a global village. Whatever happened in Poland can reach Nigeria in 30 seconds. That's right. Those people now came out and said they are lying on us, so we don't know anything. So is this the same people that you are saying you are and we will give you one jacket to buy a home, not just ourselves, but our children. And you talk by the company. Is this the way you call me? You cannot book an appointment? You cannot, can you come? Okay. Remember, these people have if you ask me, personally speaking, they have a head start. And one thing about evidence, there are certain evidence that deteriorates. That means you can never find it. The more time that goes by, the more they are able to erase or eradicate it. Some evidence are like that. I will not lie to you people. The moment they are talking about Baba said you see blood, if to say it's a country that work, they would have done analysis, swab on that blood, link 2 and 2 together, look at the quantity of the blood, the spatter of the blood. They'll be able to tell you whether it's a knife, whether it's a Iggy, not a Lamori. They'll be able to tell you so many things just from the way the blood splatter. on the wall. They won't even need to fajaju you. But seeing that is Nigeria, we are all a zoo in living in the babu. God will help us.
Me, I believe all of them, they never knew this thing would be lingering to this level.
That's true.
But unfortunately, because everybody will this thing cannot go like this. We must get to the root of the matter. So each time everybody surrounded by this, they are confused. Yes. Week after, yes.
And this is where I also knew. Let me not forget this part. This is where I also knew that they weren't ready to give us justice. They went and assumed a whole celebrity. When they get there, they only assume the body. My ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, títí mọ́ igi máa ní kòkòrò. Tó bá ti ń deteriorate, igi máa ní àwọn kòkòrò kan. Tẹ́ bá analyze igi yẹn, wọ́n lè sọ irú tree tí igi yẹn jẹ́, time tó ra kíní yẹn, ibi tó ti rà. Àwọn analysis bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó wà. Wọ́n kàn gbé òkú yẹn, wọ́n kàn gbé jáde. Wọ́n PPE, wọ́n anything, wọ́n kàn cross-contaminate.
Yomi, yeah, go ahead.
Objective when we are
D1, please, can you mute? Thank you.
Bokowa, we are responsible for the state of our policing. We are responsible for what we are getting now. But whatever the case may be, this particular one, it is going to be very easy to unravel. Even all we just need is new set of police officers. However, Ogoto Wabe, Starlati Grode, which is very germane, we must stand on the neck of the coroner inquest. The judge must help us and give our own judgment. My own findings, though, I don't know what the police are finding. They can be doing is a continuous stuff. The police, the coroner inquest should give an order for the family of the victim through their own investigator to draw out any facts they think they can use to help the coroner inquest, which include phone forensic, and then getting through to the person that installed the CCTV. So if police they get this set of people, if they get the same thing, and it's about charges the court. Because if coroner inquest have gotten what they want, and how coroner inquest don't belong here, they might thought something different might happen there. They thought Coco look like
protocol.
Nigerians might japa. So what automatic the time with decision. So the only till they started influencing the time with decision. So as I see, the judge, the coroner inquest, they are still doing in the right direction. So about to give order, what she give order to call autopsy to can't give order. If you think there is concern and argument if call phone forensic of the key suspect, because at the end of the day, they treated me as a witness, not as a suspect.
Yeah.
That was why so whatever the case may be, if they can allow the family through our own private investigator to go and do that job for the coroner inquest, because coroner needs our lower which is probably part of the problem the police are facing there. So at this instance, if they should not go there, because about the before or something other approve here, Lagabaini, Amario talk, your art, or network. One of the suspects, key suspects, only MTN. MTN. Reverse and it's on the phone here.
No.
So, if it's about the better, one be Koshani or the Ribo and CCTV here, since family Mohbad is sure about there was CCTV in the house and the DVR was removed. And it was installed here. Oshimani back end. Understand?
Yeah.
Koko beni pe tomate okolo gbewa. Toba confirm fún corona inquest pe there was DVR in that entity up until time. Koto di fún boyo, òun ní backup nbi tó show pé kíni ẹ ó record. So, failure to remove ẹni tó jẹ́ olórí ilé lẹ́yìn Mohbad ló máa account fún pé ta ló yọ. So, bá ti lè provide, you will be charged for some certain serious charges. Like the obstruction of police investigation and tampering with police evidence. And when you carry many years, level. So charges come back to charges. Go to the party every time. So, but the case here.
Yeah, because you are right, CK. No court would order a phone forensic of a witness, not a suspect. So that is where there's an issue, and that's true.
Will not, which court? You know what?
Would order a phone forensic of a witness.
That is what I'm saying. That present as a witness in it is fact finding, and this is corona inquest. So at the end of the day, if in getting their facts, it is corona inquest that is finding. It is a trial court.
Yeah.
If it is a trial court, okay, this person came as a witness and is subjected to investigation. I still understand. But if you make an application before the judge and you cite your reason why this person...
Yeah, they have to cite the reason why they need to carry out such on all of them. I mean, these people. No, it's an application.
And I want to fact find it, corona inquest, they all shape Mohbad the column I should test the facts, it's not very fact. If they know that there is a bank account somewhere to they have the right to order the bank to release.
That's
for them
right.
To check.
True.
So because until one share the NCC and the company is ultimately outside the Communication Commission that except on serious litigation, that is the only time you can have access to that information.
That's true.
So they are not breaching your privacy.
Even abroad.
For the course of investigation. But if they want to do their fact finding, at investigation,
that's right.
They will touch on anything. There is no sacred path, no sacred anywhere. They can give orders to say, go to heaven, go and get position any alone. So there is nowhere police, all they need to do is get the court order and there will be arguments. They need to go, lawyer, Tonito, argue for killing the man on phone. One day, in Kobai Shell, clear the cardboard. And my breach privacy, my worry, or to sunny as you could time by Nicola Fembo. It's over relevant to this case. We will not play it. Tabati bottom my York, but the investigator they have right to secrecy. They sign secrecy. This oath of secrecy. Tabati, you don't know. Full enjoy and love Abua. It's a call. Olopa, a big investigator and love go to play and it. Could they go to filter out? So he told by Polo for a joint, Tony Colorado, Uluami, Intericalo Wow, company had to sign this is the hard disk. EBT evidence that is only minutes by 3 minutes by Uluami. The judge will hear it and then they will make a decision. But and then she fast find it. So to make evidence if that means something can hide it. Anybody is accountable. Anything that's accountable under the law in a democratic state. Even classified files.
Yeah, in cases like this, yeah, it's the judge that can order that. Application must be. It has even DNA. You see that there's nothing that's on a normal day. Yeah, as Olori Ebi, the father of Mo, due to the fact that they are customarily married, it's not a right, but we can as well say due to legally they will say motive, But as a family, as already before, because of some kind of suspicion or some kind of reasons that the father heard, and he simply asks for DNA. Yes, if I'm put in Wumi's shoes, I'll be upset, because that means that is it that they don't trust me? But I would do it so to clear the air. But this boy, this girl,
if the Baba Mohbad make his case that in the course of investigating the cause of fights, and why my son died, then there is paternity fraud. There are paternity fraud cases in all American courts. And they will order for a DNA test.
Yes.
If you bring it before the judge, anybody can be aggrieved. Since there is a relationship back up. But in this case, Mohbad is not alive. It's not about the fact that Mohbad is alive and the father is going behind Mohbad and say, if he died because there was an argument of paternity fraud, and he said that is why you killed my son. I want to know why you killed my son. I suspect you killed my son. Baba is a legitimate complainant. He is looking for what killed his son. And then if it is established that you had a fight with his son, and he is like, I'm suspecting that from all indication there is argument of paternity fraud, and to cover your tracks and your shame, you killed my son in the process. I want to know. If you said, no, I didn't kill your son. Okay, if you know you didn't kill him, and that was why you killed him, let us know whether that child belongs to my son. So if they look at you and say, no, I cannot do DNA, the judge will ask, why don't you want to do it? Shabi, it is his son. It is his grandson, Abi.
Yes.
And he said he is unsure that is why you killed his son. If there was no basis for argument on anything of criminal investigation, Baba cannot just walk up to her and say, well, I don't think my son, this boy is my son, come and do it. You say, why? I just don't think. There's nothing I just don't think. But because you killed, he is legitimately aggrieved. They took the life of his son, his hope, his everything. And he felt that the reason why you likely killed my son is because he knew.
Oh, Bani, buy la man low, buy my son. What to slam on me?
Oh, buy my son. I want to go Ibo here. I want to kill go there.
Bossman.
Exactly.
Privacy takes a back seat when it comes to certain cases like homicide and when you're trying to fact find. Even vulnerable. For instance, ọlọ́pàá ní right láti pe service provider ẹni yẹn cell phone tó gbé sápò wọ́n máa tap ẹ̀ wọ́n máa mọ precise location wọ́n á dẹ̀ sọ fún ọlọ́pàá tó ń lọ síbẹ̀ pé the person is 200 meters from Kensington off of this off of that wọ́n ṣe sọ pé báyìí sí. You cannot be claiming. That's why they are doing their best to hide certain phones, not hide certain phones. They know what they are doing.
There are some cases, if it is coming up, it overrides your rights, some certain rights.
There's a prominent, will I call it slogan? No, it's not a slogan. Then they said, when they use the word, may Nigeria never happen to us. Mohbad's case clearly made that statement very prominent. May Nigeria never happen to us.
You are sleeping you are sleeping inside though. You are fighting that sleep, I tell you.
Everyone. Hurry up and talk. Please hurry up. I have to go to bed.
I just want to chip in something. About photo see Bossman show you.
Yes.
We could notice that from Mohbad's head. From his neck, from the back head, come back to his neck, Mohbad was bleeding internally.
Not a
yes. So everybody that shows there was blood underneath the skin. And that was why there is a fresh blood nígbà tó exhume body because ìgbà tó ti kó ẹrù rẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn láti bọ́ síta ó rí bí gbà jáde. So Mohbad must have been injured from back head to the neck.
That's such a bad
he said that when they exhumed the body of Mohbad, that what they saw there was that it was not blood, it was mud drenched with water.
This shows now that we should not believe whatever, and this is why
they are bamboozling us.
And this is why the people like Yeye Kudi and all that have been fighting for justice going to a year now. We never have trust in them from beginning to begin with.
I get your optimism, but Mr. justice. It is when you start attacking the Nigerian police. That's when you will see. When they see that they are embarrassed and they are going to be, called out, you will see that's the day they will start to do the right thing. I promise you.
I am leading a demonstration offline. Cheboromi, and it is very sacrosanct that if you start saying some certain things, if Mandela fẹ́ nígbà tí wọ́n tap Mandela tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n sì rí orónú ẹ̀ tí wọ́n rí pé intention is to come and cause harm, they won't actually give him that opportunity to be free.